source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support, and most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family, and it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices, and I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.
Not all financial institutions have the flexibility to lend to a food business, but we're one that does. For us, taking that risk and working with you to get the capital you need is something we're good at. And it's how we're strengthening sustainable local food systems. Craft 3, delivering innovative, non-traditional financing, helping you reach new customers, and looking at your business beyond just the numbers. So join our cause and access the capital that you need.
Hi, I'm Rick Wright, CEO of Market of Choice, and I'm in our newly expanded distribution center here in Eugene. My family started this business over 42 years ago right here in Oregon. And through the years, you've seen us evolve in many ways, keeping our focus on quality, service, and choices. While the last 18 months have certainly been challenging, we are still dedicated to providing you food for the way you live. And our teams continue to source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support, and most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family, and it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices, and I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.
Hello, is this thing working? Is this thing working? Oh, maybe it doesn't work as a microphone, but it sure is cute. Welcome to Oregon Angel Food 2021. We are ecstatic to be together today and looking forward to an incredible event here on Brand Live. Thanks for showing up virtually to support these makers. I think in some ways 2021 has been even harder than 2020. It's really been an endurance test for makers with all the supply chain interruptions and everything else that's been going on. We appreciate every single one of you for showing up online today. Please have fun in the chat, cheer for the companies, taste the food, visit the marketplace, do all the things. It's just a really great way to spend a Friday afternoon together and get to connect over food and beverage. By way of background, my name's Amanda Oborn. I'm the Executive Director of Oregon Entrepreneurs Network, which is the host of Oregon Angel Food. OregonAF, as we lovingly call it, is both an education and a mentorship program, as well as an investment opportunity. We've assembled some of the best mentors in the local food and beverage arena, the local buyers from Market of Choice and New Seasons, executives from top food brands like Tillamook and Bridgewell Agribusiness, investors like Oregon Venture Fund and Village Family Capital, service providers that really know the food sector, Tonkin Torp, Perkins and Company, Davis Wright Tremaine, Prosperous, and really strong community leaders like Hannah Kohlberg and Chris Bailey. And perhaps best of all, we've worked with entrepreneurs who have already scaled really significant and successful food and beverage businesses. Junia Rocha from Brazzi Bites, Michelle Cairo from Olympia Provisions, Jared Schwartz from Honey Mamas, and Jill Keeler from Freeland Spirits. We put them all together with more than 60 food and beverage makers who registered for Oregon Angel Food this year and worked on wholesaling, financial modeling, inventory tracking, intellectual property, taking investments. You can actually check out the whole curriculum on page 5 of your printed program if you have one of those with you. We then recruited angel investors, about 30 of them in total, to raise funds and invest collectively in one of the participating companies here today. So that will be a big announcement at the end of the day today, is to see who earns that investment from the Oregon Angel Food investors. We have another big announcement today, which is OEN's ongoing support as of now to a new program that was created by Black Founders Matter that's designed to help very early stage BIPOC-led companies get some of the non-dilutive friends and family type capital that they need to pursue their ideas. And we'll have a lot more information about that later on. All in all, a total of nearly $250,000 in cash is going to get dispersed to local food and beverage companies today, thanks to Oregon Angel Food. Now that is OregonAF. For now, let's dig into the food. Everybody who bought a taster's ticket got one of these giant boxes full of goodies. So now's the time. Crack them open, pull stuff out of the fridge if you had it in there. Post your beautiful pictures of all your goodies, your favorites. Use the hashtag OregonAF21. And in the chat, let us know where you're from. Introduce yourself. You can add GIFs and pictures and all kinds of fun stuff. Brand Live makes the chat much more emotive than just text. So have fun with that today too. While you're tasting and watching, you can also check out the Maker Marketplace, which is probably right below me on the screen. You'll see logos for each of the makers, both the ones pitching today and several others that participated in the program. You can learn more about their companies, find their social media, figure out where to buy from them if they're available at retail. And for some of them, you can even just click the buy button and order direct from their website. So whatever you fall in love with today, you can probably order right here this afternoon. So now I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to all of our sponsors and all the companies that have supported OregonAF this year. OEN is a 501c3 nonprofit, which means we are wholly dependent on the generosity and the support of local companies and the brands who support our programming. So please take a moment to give a shout out to these folks. We're really grateful for every single one of them. You'll meet a few of them throughout the program today. So for now, to set the stage for the rest of the program this afternoon, we want to kick off with what we call our anthem video. I hope you'll listen really carefully to the words. They're also in the back, the very back of your program. This is the OregonAF Manifesto.
We are OregonAF. We are craft. We are local. We care about each other. We stand shoulder to shoulder in the kitchen and in the street. We make food, drinks, art, flavor, business, mistakes, and friends. We take what we do seriously, and we laugh. We know we live in one of the most beautiful places on earth, with the best ingredients. We remind ourselves to take nothing for granted. We come together to make it all real, to invest in each other and ourselves.
I'm really proud to be here with you guys sharing some of the lessons learned.
To build wealth, security, community, independence, joy, strength, deliciousness, a shared history, and a brighter future. We know what we make won't save the world, and believe it's the only thing that will. We are Oregon Angel Food.
All right. Let's get into it. I first want to introduce our first speaker, John Boyle from Market of Choice. John is really the most incredible advocate on behalf of local makers and the regional food system. Market of Choice has done so much to support Oregon Angel Food, from sponsoring directly to lining up contributions from some of their vendors to just generally being a huge cheering section for us. And we're so grateful. John deserves his own halo right here alongside Lofi. So here's John to tell you about the first set of pitches, our showcase companies.
Hi everybody, I'm John Boyle, and I have the unique pleasure of working with the merchandising and product teams at Market of Choice. Market of Choice has 11 stores across Oregon, and we're proud to be Oregon's largest family-owned grocery retailer. This year, we celebrate 42 years in business. For over 4 decades, we've been proud to work with Oregon makers, ranchers, fisher folk, and entrepreneurs. That's what makes us OregonAF. We're proud sponsors of Oregon Angel Food because we have a shared passion for helping local makers reach their full potential. And I'm especially excited this year because we have makers from across Oregon and Southern Washington. From Bend to the coast, Eugene to Portland, and all across Oregon, these makers are excited to be part of the program. So grab that OregonAF Tasters box. There's a ton of delicious food in there. You know, it's been a tough year for Oregon's makers. They can't get out in the stores to sample, so we created this box for you to enjoy during the event. From Puffworks to Chico Chips, Calsa Salsa, Riff's new Energy Plus, and for dessert, Sweet Apricity and a cup of Young Mountain Tea. So whatever you fall in love with, know that you can find these products on the shelves at Market of Choice. We have a commitment to Oregon Angel food makers that they'll get 1 year guaranteed on our shelf. This helps create a following for their products and creates traction for them as they grow. Okay, let's get started. I'm sure y'all are eager to get going. We're gonna start today with our showcase companies. These are new entrepreneurs, early in development, but not quite ready for equity investment. But we wanna show them off because they make amazing products and they're really part of our regional food economy. Let's get going. I'm excited for you to meet them.
So here they come. First up, we'll have Riff from Bend. Let's hear it for Bend. And then we have Queen of Hearts from Hood River. Hood River in the house. And then we'll have Chico Chips from right here on Southeast Division Street in Portland. So we're gonna roll straight through these next 3 pitches. You will see them one right after the other. They're all at the We Knew Them When stage, so pay close attention. You may be seeing the next big thing.
All right. Okay. Hey, first off, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to tell more of the Riff story. I'm Paul Evers, co-founder and CEO. Riff launched in 2018 as a cold brew coffee brand. In late 2019, we had a revelation when we began experimenting with Cascara. Cascara is a nutritionally rich yet historically wasted byproduct of the coffee harvest. And most people aren't aware that coffee is actually a fruit, and with the beans being surrounded by Cascara, a luscious, naturally sweet, naturally caffeinated fruity pulp. Due to lack of awareness and demand, the vast majority of Cascara is sadly thrown to waste. In the spring of 2020, we partnered with Oregon State University on a robust environmental impact study, supervised by a senior climate change scientist. This study concluded that 70 billion pounds of Cascara is thrown to waste each year, wreaking havoc on the environment, emitting methane gas equivalent to over 80 billion pounds of carbon dioxide as it decomposes. We were blown away by what we now refer to as coffee's dirty, not so little secret, and couldn't resist the call to do something about it. Luckily, we've discovered a perfect overlap between an altruistic mission and an exciting enterprise opportunity. The US energy drink market is projected to reach $25 billion by 2025, driven by increasing demand for all natural, sustainable products by a growing population of conscientious consumers. Complementing our cold brew line, this past April, we launched Energy Plus, a ready-to-drink, clean label, and carbon neutral beverage with an unparalleled sustainability story. Riff Energy Plus is brewed from upcycled Cascara and provides the perfect energy boost without the jitters or the crash. Riff is now distributed across 9 Western states and available in your favorite grocery chains such as Market of Choice, New Seasons New Leaf, Safeway Albertsons, Fred Meyer, Draeger's, and Lunardi's. We'd love to have you join us on our mission to reduce coffee's contribution to climate change, 1 can at a time. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tanya Farman. I'm the founder of Queen of Hearts out of Hood River. We are a women-owned and operated business shaking up boring, stale, and often toxic food category that is in everybody's refrigerator: dressings. So I got into food via cancer survivorship. Long story short, I founded and ran a nonprofit to help young adults get their lives back after cancer through outdoor adventure. However, I kept realizing that cancer rates in young adults was increasing significantly, and healthy food had this way of bringing joy and healing back into their lives. I needed to learn more about food. So this is when I dove into the hidden toxins of our food system and so-called healthy foods. So dressings are second only to energy drinks for their sugar content and inflammatory ingredients commonly disguised as healthy. Think about it. We buy the best organic greens, heirloom tomatoes, and farm fresh cucumbers. Then we drown them in soybean oil, sugar, and even petroleum-based vinegars. When I set out to make this dressing line, I set out to make dressings that even the most severe dietary restrictions could eat and fall in love with, without any flavor or nutritional compromise. So our dressings are just that, free from all the crap. However, they're not just free from junk. They are rich in good ingredients, and that was the goal. Our dressings contain healthy fats from cold pressed oils, rich in omega-3s and amino acids. We use fresh and flash frozen herbs, real fresh lime and lemon juices. And people ask how we achieve such great flavors and texture in a dressing that doesn't have all the junk in it. I will say it has a lot to do with technique versus throwing everything just in a blender, but we do have one superhero ingredient, the mighty hemp seed. So it truly is a super seed. What's so great about nutritional hemp as a base in our dressings is it's so robust nutritionally, but also the byproduct benefit. So we take the seed, we dehull for hemp parts, we crush for the oil, we mill for the protein powder, but then we use the shells. It goes into animal feed. It's a wonderful fiber supplement. And then those stalks are further processed for bioplastics, biofuels, animal bedding, and a host of other wonderful industrial products. So it's really exciting. And I'll save all that for another presentation. So we start with a hemp heart. It's the core of the hemp seed that is so versatile in its ability to enrich other foods. When blended, it creates a creaminess that emulates dairy or egg, but it's not. We utilize our hemp seed oil and our protein in every flavor as well, which have incredible nutrients, way more so than olive oil or avocado oil. So I followed the advice of many of you at Oregon Angel Food from last year. You said, take this dressing and test the market, experiment with flavors, see if there's any viability for this product. So I did just that. In July of 2020, we launched with Green Goddess, and then we added Sassy Italian. This year, we added Spicy Sesame, Zesty Caesar, and our Dilly Ranch. I enlisted the help of the Food Innovation Center and Sarah Massoni's team to help me with the flavors and also to make them shelf stable. So that's really exciting right now. By the time of this Oregon finale, the Angel Food finale, we will have some of these flavors in your hands, I do hope. So some of our wins over the last months, our dressing sales have increased significantly. We were selected to be one of 6 Oregon food brands to present at the Fancy Food New York City Incubator Village, which is really exciting. Here in Hood River, Queen of Hearts was the best-selling premium dressing in 2 of the independent grocers. And we're now shelf stable without compromise of the flavors or the nutrients. So that's pretty exciting. So I like to look at data, and this is what gets us really excited about the opportunity in dressings. It is the top growth area in specialty food. This is from the state of specialty food. And it's as the fastest growing category. I see a lot of junk out there. I'm really excited that we can present a premium, high quality product. But what we are learning from customers is people want to make some things at home, but they're definitely making choices about what they don't want to make. Whether that's out of time, lack of excitement, or just something that requires a lot of ingredients, we fit in a category that people want to go and get this at the store. So really excited to be part of that. And what we're looking at doing, we want to expand into wholesale accounts around the Pacific Northwest. We'd love to do more sampling, but that might not be happening soon. So we're excited to sample when we can. So thanks so much for listening, and happy fall, and stay safe and healthy, everyone.
I'm Liz Davis, founder, owner, and manager of Chico Restaurant in Southeast Portland, where we serve upscale Mexican cuisine and mezcal cocktails. We're one of a handful of restaurants in the United States making masa for our tortillas and chips from scratch. We use certified organic corn grown in the USA, because of a truly wonderful, long-lasting strategic relationship with Three Sisters Nixtamal, we're able to source the best corn in the world. At Chico, we use a volcanic stone corn grinder to turn that delicious corn into masa, then tortillas, then chips. We hand cut, fry in non-GMO rice bran oil, and label, pack, and seal our chips right here at the restaurant. We've been making and serving Chico chips to our customers at the restaurant since we opened 9 years ago. They've always been a hit with our restaurant customers. People can taste the quality, and 9 years later, they keep coming back. Our founding idea was that our corn had to be the best we could possibly get, and it turned out to be true. Chico chips are a gateway drug. They get you hooked. What's in them? Chico chips are made with 3 ingredients: organic corn grown in the USA and milled in Portland, kosher salt, and non-GMO rice bran oil. What makes them better? They're fresher. Chico chips are made from fresh tortillas. They're tastier. The quality of our ingredients is unmatched. You literally cannot buy better ingredients. They're handmade by humans. They're vegan, non-GMO, organic, gluten-free, and canola-free, all just because they taste better that way. But let's not gloss over that handmade by humans part. Chico chips creates jobs. We employ 4 Portlanders and will continue to grow. Chips that are made by big machines do not. And now we're packaging them for grocery. In 2021, we launched Chico chips at all 18 Portland New Seasons markets, Providore, Tender Loving Empire at the Portland Airport, Bread and Roses Market, and 1 location of Market of Choice. We're thrilled by how well our chips are selling. We're moving 2 to 3 cases per week per location, and we've got plenty of capacity to expand our production. We have new, beautiful packaging soon to hit the shelves and a second delicious chips flavor on the way. We also have 2 time-tested, customer-approved salsas that we're planning to introduce in 2022. So do your salsa a favor and buy a bag today.
That was awesome. Nice job with those first pitches, Paul and Tanya and Liz. It's been so fun to get to know you and your companies this summer. And I think Riff's Energy Plus might be the thing to carry me through the rest of the afternoon. So the next section that we're headed into is a really special program. It's new this year. I'm really, really excited about it. But before I get to that announcement, I first want to thank Tonkin Torp for their steadfast support of OEN and Oregon's food and beverage makers. David Foreman, Parna Merbani, Tyler Harkness, they've all been incredible mentors to this year's crop of food and beverage makers throughout the program. And Claire Brown also serves on the OEN board. So we just really have a wonderful partnership with Tonkin and really appreciate them. They've supported this year's makers with everything from trademark issues and IP stuff to term sheet negotiations. And you'll meet David and Parna here in just a second. After Tonkin Torp, you'll meet Himalaya Rao, if you haven't already. She's the managing director of the venture fund Black Founders Matter. Our big announcement today is that OEN is going to be partnering with BFM on every one of our investment programs from here on out. I won't steal Himalaya's thunder. It's her program. She'll explain the whole thing. But suffice to say, we're super thrilled to be working with BFM and believe that this new program will really make a difference to early stage founders who generally have far less access to generational wealth for friends and family funding. So with that, please meet the team from Tonkin Torp and then join me in welcoming Himalaya. Thanks so much.
Hey there, I'm David Foreman, and this is my colleague Parna Merbani. We're with Tonkin Torp. We're thrilled to be part of Oregon Angel Food this year. Tonkin is proud to be a major sponsor of this event and to support angel food makers as they try to make sense of the growth capital curve, raising capital, intellectual property law, and any other question, legal or otherwise, that they may have.
We love working with food companies in the earliest stages of development. That's when key decisions about product names, logos, and packaging can have long-term implications. Getting properly set up in the beginning can save lots of money and lots of headaches down the road.
We partner with our clients as they travel through the entire trajectory of the growth curve and can help them navigate taking investment and negotiate good term sheets. We're focused on helping our clients be proactive. As I like to say, we like to make our clients investor friendly and diligence ready. And we know that a tasty product is not the only thing that a founder needs to run and develop a successful business. A food and beverage business needs cash and strategic relationships to grow, and helping source those relationships is where we can help. We've closed thousands of investment deals. We know what investors want to see from founders, and we know what founders expect to see from investors. And we can help founders feel prepared and confident in those conversations.
But we also know that Oregon's enormously talented food and beverage community need more than just a few lawyers to set the table for success. We need a strong and supportive local food and beverage community. Oregon has become known for innovative food and beverage brands, and playing to that strength will help the whole region emerge stronger from the pandemic. That's part of why Tonkin is so committed to supporting OEN. This organization is celebrating its 30th anniversary, 30 years of supporting entrepreneurs in our region. We know many of tomorrow's household names will have gotten a boost in the beginning because they were OregonAF. We're also committed to making sure that those household names reflect the full spectrum of food and beverage innovation in Oregon. Tonkin has recently launched a legal services program called the Tonkin Hub, aimed at providing legal services for small businesses owned and operated by those who have been historically marginalized in our communities. In order to bridge the gap in early stage funding for founders of color, OEN is supporting a new program created by Black Founders Matter called the Emerge Initiative. Up next is Black Founders Matter co-founder Himalaya Rao.
And in the meantime, we wish all the Oregon Angel food makers the best and look forward to supporting you as you grow and as we help you go from cradle to heavenly exit.
Hi, my name is Himalaya Rao, and I'm one of the managing directors of the Black Founders Matter Fund, which is a $10 million seed stage venture capital fund. At Black Founders Matter, we believe in creating and supporting innovation. In order to do that, we believe that it's vital for us to bring together different perspectives and bring different solutions to the table. Traditionally, when founders go to pitch their venture to angel groups, they typically have already gone through a friends and family round to be able to do product development, to then get market validation, to be able to show that market traction in order to access angel funding. But what we realized is, traditionally, BIPOC entrepreneurs don't have the same access to capital from their friends and family due to systemic wealth barriers. And so when they go to angel groups and they pitch their ideas are inherently at a different level because they haven't had that same access to capital at the very early stages. And so realizing that, what we did is we created a partnership with the Oregon Entrepreneurs Network to create the Emerge Initiative. The Emerge Initiative gives BIPOC entrepreneurs non-dilutive grants at the early stage so that they can get some non-dilutive capital into their business for product development to then go into market to get that market traction so that when they show up for angel group funding, they're able to compete at the same playing field as those who are non-BIPOC. In order to be eligible for our grants, there needs to be at least one BIPOC founder in the venture. We also are very careful about our selection committee. We've done an extensive search and vetting process in order to ensure that our selection committee is both all BIPOC and has the necessary experience to evaluate the communities that they're judging. Over the course of 2 months, The selection committee meets with the entrepreneurs, hears their pitches, and evaluates them at a concept stage in order to understand their business as well as their potential trajectory. So we actually launched this initiative at TechFest Northwest earlier this year. Our second iteration of that actually focuses on the food and beverage industry, and we'll be giving out a number of grants to incredible BIPOC entrepreneurs who are in that concept stage, who are able to utilize this money for further product development to be able to get increased market validation.
My story as a founder, as an entrepreneur, is very much connected to OEN, even prior to doing Black Founders Matter. I had won a grant and I got executive coaching through that. That executive coach is now one of the investors in my fund. You know, Himalaya and I are very proud of what we're doing. We're very proud to have said, we're gonna invest in Black entrepreneurs, and we're actually doing it, you know? And I just wanna say a big thank you to OEN and all the events that OEN puts on. You know, people may take them for granted, but it actually changes the trajectory of people's lives in a very real way.
Hi everyone. As you just saw, I'm Himalaya. I'm one of the managing directors of the Black Founders Matter Fund. I hope you all are having a great time at this incredibly well put together event. We are so thrilled to partner with OEN to bring you the Emerge initiative that you just saw a little bit about. Before we get started though, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Amanda, Luis, and Alex. The OEN team has been such a pleasure to work with, and we really want to thank you for making this partnership and this idea into a reality. So thank you so much to the OEN team. So let's kick it off. I'm sure you all are wanting to know and excited to see who the winners of our grant program are. So first up, we have Leslie's Lumpia, and we're so grateful to have Chris Turlin from New Seasons Market to help present the award.
Hi everyone, my name is Leslie and I'm the owner of Leslie's Lumpia, and we create unique Filipino lumpia fusion that connects with you wherever you are from. Now, lumpia is a Filipino version of a spring roll or egg roll, and it's traditionally made with chicken or pork. And growing up, it's something I've watched my mom prepare and cook at many family gatherings, birthdays, holiday parties. And as you can see in the picture, it centers the stage, and it's this iconic Filipino food that I've recognized that brings everyone to the table. And it's where I've learned the value of sharing and building my community. And now that I've been able to take this tradition, one of the challenges that I've come across is that the current traditional Filipino lumpia recipe does not embrace all communities as far as gluten-free or dairy-free ingredients. And so for our frozen lumpia that's ready to cook, our lumpia embraces this. We use plant-based and gluten-free ingredients. You know, as an example, ube is a Filipino dessert, and it's traditionally made with milk and purple yam. And with our values, we've been able to adapt and create a dairy-free version. So our lumpia is filled with purple yam, ube, and a banana roll inside. And we've seen the interest in the last couple months of our customers that enjoy lumpia. Our families with children enjoy the lumpia that's easy and convenient to cook at home. You know, children love the color of the ube turon, kind of like that gooey chocolate taste and that vibrant purple that really catches their attention as they enjoy with their families. And another interest that we see is the Asian communities, you know, being able to have and enjoy lumpia, having that familiarity, but still being able to embrace it with the gluten-free and plant-based ingredients that we're able to offer. At Leslie's Lumpia, we're really proud that we're first to market to bring in the plant-based and gluten-free lumpia that's easy to prepare in under 10 minutes and ready to enjoy and share with each other. And we know that our unique flavors really bring in that inclusive and embrace all in communities. And so with this opportunity, we're really excited to be able to spread the mission of our lumpia to all of our lumpia lovers, being able to connect and spread that mission through our store demos and through pop-ups, and be able to meet and continue to open up our community through social media. We're proud of our diverse background that we have rolling at Leslie's Lumpia, and we really value the relationships and communities, and we're grateful for this opportunity to continue to spread the love through our lumpia flavors. And so thank you so much. We're very excited to be here today. Please follow us on Instagram or visit our website at leslieslumpia.com. Thank you so much.
Start off by sharing how honored we are to be part of the inaugural round of Emerge Initiative grants offered by OEN and Black Founders Matter. Since the day our doors opened, New Seasons Market has been committed to fostering a strong, inclusive regional food economy. Over the years, we have provided hundreds of local farmers, ranchers, fisher folks, and producers access to market and the opportunity to grow with us. This work is not easy. It comes with complexity, and it requires a commitment to educate, partner, and eliminate barriers to create equitable growth for all. Our work over the years has taught us a great deal about the challenges facing BIPOC entrepreneurs who don't always have access to the information, resources, and infrastructure needed to grow in a competitive marketplace. This led us to evolve the local finds program to provide real-time knowledge and insights from our merchandising team, and the development of a local distribution program that allows businesses to focus on selling and growing instead of delivering product to our stores. This knowledge also led to the creation of our Partner Fund Loan Program, which provides low-interest jumpstart loans to underserved food producers and our community who often face challenges raising the necessary capital to grow their businesses. We have always believed that food builds community and brings people together for stimulating conversation about change. The change needed in our food system is urgent and ceaseless, and we are committed to listening, learning, communicating, and changing as we work towards a more just and equitable future for everyone. Leslie, your story is inspiring and reminds us the connection to food is also an opportunity to share culture and celebrate our differences. On behalf of New Seasons Market, I am honored to present this Emerge Initiative grant to you with hopes this will allow Leslie's Lumpias to create long-term sustainable growth for generations.
I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much. As you've all learned, the inspiration behind our story is my mom, who has taught me the value of cooking with love and sharing this and bringing everyone to the table through our lumpia. So I really want to start out by saying thank you to everyone who has supported and continue to support Leslie's Lumpia, from friends to family and to the community. Last year, we joined the Portland Mercado community, and they have been amazing and welcomed us to allow us to share our food and our culture. And as our community grew, we met John in Market of Choice, and we're so thankful for this relationship and this partnership, allowing us to grow and spread the lumpia love and get our products out there. It's been definitely invaluable. And through today, like with the program through OEN and the Emerge grant, we're so thankful. We're excited to continue to grow and spread the lumpia love. And as we say in Tagalog, thank you. Maraming salamat. I'm super excited that, to continue to spread the lumpia love and for you to all try our products soon. So thank you so much.
All right. Congratulations again, Leslie. I have to say, Leslie's Lumpia is such a great snack when you have back-to-back Zoom calls. And so this is my personal thank you, Leslie, for making and sharing this part of your culture with us. Okay, so next up, we have Calsa Salsa with our incredible sponsor, Kevin Johnson from Prosper Portland, to present the award.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ripi, and this is my husband, Sukhdev. We are a team behind Calsa Salsa. So Calsa Salsa is the first Indian fusion fresh salsa on the market. And it's bringing a multi-dimensional bright, bold burst of flavor to category which really needed a refreshment. And consumers are seeking more international flavors now more than ever. So we feel very excited about that. And people are really finding that very true and enjoying it. So we are a women-led, BIPOC, community-owned Pacific Northwest business, bringing flavor of our Indian community to you. We started in 2019, and of course, we are making my husband's recipe. He's making it home for about 2 decades in home, and everybody loving it. And so we started to, we decided we're going to start a business in 2019. So our family and friends have enjoyed, and they love at first, basically love at first bite. So we want to share that with the rest of the world. So our salsa brings flavor explosion of tangy, tart, sour, and heat, and a little bit of sweetness, which kind of reminds us of our Indian street food, which mixed with the fresh ingredients from Mexican salsa. And we really love it, and also our customers are loving it too. And just to let you know, there's about 70% millennials, they prefer snacks over meals. So our salsa is really helping them to make that choice very flavorful. And snacking convenience is on the rise all over. And our salsas are vegan, gluten-free, low sugar, low carb. So it becomes a very healthy choice for people to just grab and go and enjoy it. And our product is really versatile, so you can use it as a salsa ingredient or condiment. Snacking convenience of chips and dips is one, and then breakfast scramble to sandwich kicker to cooked rice and whatnot.
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, possibilities are endless. And if you find something, like he says, something is mild, put the salsa in there, it makes the whole meal go next level. So there are 3 flavors. I will explain on that.
So we have 3 flavors. We have classic, which is a traditional salsa, but with the Indian flavors, Indian spices. We have black bean salsa, which is salsa with a whole lot of black beans. And then we have and Indian spices. And then we have the mango. And then we have the mango habanero, which is not just mango salsa. It's habanero, Indian spices. It is the crowd favorite, and it just won
Good Food
Award for 2021.
And
I want to talk about some local competition. The most salsas are there's no innovation going on. There is most, if you didn't have the label on them, you can tell which one is which. I think anybody who has tried our salsas can clearly tell what it is, and it's the local handmade, made in small batches. A big component, and it's award winning, and then none of the other salsas have. And we are trying very aggressively to engage with customers. We are like social media. We did a rebranding, a major rebranding of packaging, the logo, website, and Instagram. Since May, when we did the rebranding, we have quadrupled our following, and we are hoping to double it again in the next 4 or 5 months.
So as I was saying before, the customers are seeking new flavors, and as they travel, people travel all over the world and they look for new flavors. Millennials in 2021, they just look for clean ingredient as well. So our salsa is clean, and very complex flavor, and our price is very competitive as it's a very premium product. So that's another factor in that. And right now we are in
we have 7 retailers and about 20 stores.
So Green Zebra Market
and the farmers markets and the BIPOC markets. Right. And
what we're really excited about one is like Reed College we just got into last week, and which is company's Bon Appetit.
The Bon Appetit management company is a nationwide company. It's in hundreds and if not more institutions. So we are really excited that Reed College is our first entry into it, and they are really excited to have us.
And the demographic is the perfect for us. Young kids, they want this food middle of the night, whenever, and they're going to share with their peers right away on the Instagram. So this is going to be very, very helpful for us. And the other thing, very important part is Van Chakna.
So the Van Chakna is a Punjabi word, which literally means sharing what you have with those that don't have. That's part of our faith, Sikh faith. We feel very blessed to support several organizations who are giving back to the community. And as a general rule, we are doing about 5% of our gross sales to different organizations.
And last but not least, we want to thank you, all of you at OEN and Emerge, to considering our company as one of the one you as awardee, and the mentors we have been blessed with so far in our journey. And we love to hear from you. So share, follow us if you're not already on Instagram and Facebook, and just connect with us and see where this journey takes us to.
This is a very exciting time for us, to be part of this OEN and Emerge and all like organizations.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Johnson, and I am the Manufacturing and Japan Initiative Liaison for Prosper Portland. Prosper Portland is formerly the Portland Development Commission and has been in operation since 1958. We have two primary departments, which include the Development Department and the Economic Development Department. Development staff mostly consists of urban planners who work with communities and industry to determine the best improvements to help enhance the quality of life for Portland residents. The Development Department projects include Museum Place, East Bank Esplanade, the Rose Quarter Light Rail to the airport and to North Interstate Avenue, the classical Chinese Garden, Pioneer Place, Pioneer Courthouse Square, River Place, Chinatown, Gateway, renovation of historic Union Station, and the redevelopment of what's now the Pearl District. Our focus is on serving all Portland residents using intentional and inclusive economic development that closes gaps in equity by always being mindful of who benefits from the projects. Development has done extraordinary work, and there are many more projects on the horizon. The Economic Development Department has two primary focuses. One is on community economic development, where we help grow entrepreneurship by working with some of our expert partners, like OEN is an example of one, helping to link businesses to appropriate, hold on just a moment, please. We always help to link businesses to appropriate finance programs, technical assistance, and they create opportunities and events to put businesses in front of buyers. The Business and Industry Division focuses on four primary clusters: athletic and outdoor, clean technology, metals and machinery, and technology. These clusters were chosen because they are traded sector. They employ large numbers of people, they pay living wage salaries, and their long-term outlook is strong. We recruit businesses to Portland, such as Vestas North America. We help businesses expand in the region, such as Daimler Trucks North America. And we help businesses grow by taking them on to trade shows and on international missions. And we help them with workforce development, R&D solutions, and with efficiency improvements. In the past year, I've supported the food and beverage community by organizing a series of online B2B programs that included participation from Oregon, Washington, California, Japan, and British Columbia. Our goal for the programs has been to help our businesses continue generating revenue throughout the COVID crisis that we knew was hitting our food and beverage companies very hard. I do want to mention that I had tremendous support from OEN during this entire process. Now it is time for me to introduce another of our most important winners. Salsa Salsa, Beaverton, Oregon. And they mentioned here that growing up in urban India, no outing was complete without a visit to bustling food stalls on every street corner. What makes these corner stalls special is chatpata flavor, a delectable blend of spicy, tangy, savory, and sweet, now available in the U.S. via Salsa Salsa. Now, I personally had a chance to taste some of this Salsa Salsa, and it is very addictive. These individuals have done a wonderful job of producing something and acquiring it to our taste, and I really want to congratulate you both. You're doing wonderful. And now I'd like to turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. So we are overjoyed with gratitude to have been selected to receive this Emerge Award at this stage of our business, starting 2 years in. So we thank you, all of
you being here to share this occasion with us. And we feel so honored that Khalsa Salsa is recognized this way. It means a lot to us to validate our work, our efforts, and just the decision of starting our own business. So this award is going to actually really motivate us to work even harder and not doubt ourselves. So why we got into this such a challenging space of food and beverage industry. So and we're going to use this money for just giving our full efforts to increase sales, reach more people for outreach and marketing. Really, really very thankful for Prosper Portland. Very thankful to OEN for your educational program you started with the Angel Food 2021. The wealth of knowledge and expertise you brought the mentors was really huge. And I really thankful to Emerge Initiative. The supporting BIPOC population here is so important, and we feel blessed to be in Portland to start this business because we've been received very well. Just to have this visible diversity in this scene. So with BIPOC markets to Black Founders Matter initiatives, it's really wonderful. And a big shout out to our mentors and helpers, but again to John Boyle from Market of Choice, who was our believer in us and our product very early on, and it was our first retail opportunity. Thank you, John, a lot from bottom of our heart. And also Chris Charland from NSM, and I can count a lot of people who have helped us to reach here. But in short, I would love to thank all of you, and also to my family, my parents for blessing, and my two wonderful daughters who have helped us look at this world in a different way, and for their support and their great ideas and the brilliant input they give to us. And again, thank you for you guys to bring us here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, congratulations again, Sukhdev and Rippy. I can personally vouch for how delicious your products are, and we are so excited for your continued growth. Our last award is going towards Kama Hard Coffee, and it's actually sponsored by the OEN DEI Committee. I just wanted to thank you again, OEN, for not only putting in time, but also sponsorship into making the Emerge vision a reality. We really appreciate that. So here's a little bit more about Kama Hard Coffee and Juan Barraza to present the award.
All right, thank you guys so much for having us in today. My name is Jordan Smith. I'm here with my partner, Vincent Seiler, and we are Kama Hard Coffee. All right, so we are a little bit about who we are. We're a beverage and lifestyle brand. We're a 100% Black-owned company, and we're based here in Portland, Oregon, and we're very excited to be able to get this out to people and show you guys what we've been working on. All right, so a little bit about the product specs. We're really excited about this part. We worked really, really hard with the Oregon Food and Science Innovation Center to develop this recipe. A big goal for us was to hit at 100 calories. That's a big thing in the market, kind of give you that guilt-free aspect a little bit. So hitting 100 calories was super important for us. And another aspect that a lot of our competitors were missing was that plant-based and gluten-free friendly. So that was really, really key for us to be able to include those communities in our product. Another thing, we're not adding any sugar, so it's naturally sweetened. And we're sourcing as much as we can from here in Oregon and Washington. Our wine is coming from Washington, and as much of the other ingredients are coming right from here from Oregon as well. So going into our marketing strategy a little bit, there's a lot of different places that we feel like we have an opportunity to get into and to really move our product. I think overall our number one spot is going to be grocery. We're kind of working our way up to that point right now. Restaurants and bars, specifically brunch and breakfast spots, have been really huge for us so far. Golf courses, hotels, casinos, airlines, there's just a lot of arenas that when we started thinking about the product in different ways and where you could drink it, a lot of these really amazing venues popped into our head, and I think it's going to be great there. And obviously there's a few different ways to drink it. I think a lot of times people just associate coffee with a morning time drink, but we've found a lot of different areas and opportunities to be able to put our product down. Obviously you can drink it straight out of the can. That's how we make it. But I think a favorite way has been over ice. And the great thing about the way we kind of blended the product and made this first variation is it's kind of more on that black coffee end. And so it's got a little sweetness, but it leaves room to be able to add your favorite creamer or to add a little bit of extra, whatever you do to your coffee, you can kind of jazz it up and make it your own. Right now we're selling in a handful of different restaurants and bars here in Portland and Spokane, Washington, as well as on our website.
Right, so I'll jump in here. So this awesome team here was recently created last year. We all are friends first, and we've created this team that is symbolic of what we want to do with our business. We're all go-getters, we're all focused. We have careers, but we want more. And so that's what you'll see with Kama as well, is that we will have various SKUs. We're going to always be digging to be innovative and in front of things. We want more, period. And so my name is Vince, of course, like Jordan told you earlier. I'm from Atlanta. I've been living here in Portland for almost the last 6 years. Wonderful, wonderful place to be. Like I said, wonderful backyard for what we're trying to do. Jordan is in the restaurant industry. He lives in Spokane. He came on the team last, but he's been very important to us and our growth. And Philip is from Arkansas. Who's from Arkansas, right? But he's from Arkansas, and his background is in engineering and finance. So he runs pretty much all of our financial information and things like that as we go. Jay is from North Carolina. He has vast experience in the marketing area. He has a master's in marketing and is definitely one of our thorns when we are incorrect when it comes to social media and things like that. So he keeps a good eye on that. It's just really refreshing and it gives me energy every time I talk about these guys because our stories aren't easy, but this group makes it. And so we're hopeful to be able to meet a lot of you and kind of share stories and backgrounds and information of that sort. And we're really appreciative for this time and the opportunity as well. Oregon, Northwest Washington we really have a good group of people and great teams out there. And I'm so excited to be on this journey and to grow along with all of you. So definitely wanted to just mention that.
Right. All right.
So Jordan, you want to speak on?
Yeah. We have our website, sales@kamahardcoffee.com. You can email us there. You can buy merchandise, product, and that's as well. We have our social media handle, Kama Hard Coffee. So make sure to go give us a follow.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Juan Barraza. I'm the Director of Study Innovation at the PSU Center for Entrepreneurship and a board member at OEN. What a better time to finish this Friday afternoon. If what happened a few days ago with another coffee brand in Oregon is true, we're very bullish about the future of Beans, Jay, Jordan, and Philip leading the Kama Hard Coffee. It is a pleasure and an honor for the OEN board to award you and congratulate you for being among the recipients of the Emerge Awards. And I'll be looking for your IPO in 5 years. Congrats, well done.
Yes. Thank you so much, Juan. We appreciate you taking the time to present for us. And we just wanted to give a thank you for everybody here for giving us the opportunity to kind of show our product and to kind of tell people about Kama Hard Coffee. Thank you to everybody that put on this event. Amanda, Anna, Himalaya, Kenny, you guys have all been amazing throughout this whole process. Big shout out to you guys, all the investors and people that took out their time to listen to our pitches and learn about our products. We really appreciate that as well. Wanted to also say good luck to all the other entrepreneurs out here. I can't wait to get my hands on some of these other products. That salsa looks amazing, so I definitely need to get some of that. And just good luck to everybody along their journey. Thank you to all of our friends and families and support systems along the way. We've had an amazing amount of people just give us hands and knowledge and help us through this process and journey. So we're really appreciative.
Yeah, just as Jordan said, we thank you all so much. On behalf of the whole team, we greatly appreciate this opportunity. the exposure and the award. Our next step will be to use the awarded funds to assist in our next production run this year. So we definitely appreciate this opportunity. And as Jordan mentioned, congrats to the other entrepreneurs. Good luck to you all. And just thank you so much.
Okay, congratulations again, Jordan, Jay, and the entire Come Hard Coffee team. We're excited to continue to see you grow. Before we conclude this section, I wanted to thank Donovan and the entire Terrell group for their incredible videography skills. That's who you've been seeing in the pre-recorded segments and the company videos you've seen so far. They have been tremendous to work with. So thank you so much. And we also wanted to thank our sponsors, New Seasons Market, Prosper Portland, Columbia Bank, and the OEN DEI Committee, who really are the backbone of the Emerge Grant Program. Post-sponsorship, they actually also provide invaluable mentorship and guidance to all of the Emerge companies. So without them, we would not be here. So thank you so much. I really wanted to say thank you to all the founders, all the staff, everyone who participated in this program. We're really looking forward to this partnership with OEN to continue with the Emerge initiative. We really feel like it's going to help build the incredible entrepreneurial ecosystem we have right here in Oregon. And we can't thank you enough. So thank you all, and we will see you again soon. Amanda, back to you.
Oh, Himalaya, I want to thank you. You are such a joy to work with, and I'm so proud of this program. I'm so excited and feel so honored to be associated with it. I want to thank you for trusting us to be a platform for your investment and your support of these companies. I'm just really excited to see. I love that Juan said that he challenged Comma to IPO in 5 years. That feels like a pretty quick timeline, but if anybody can do it, they probably can. So anyway, that's awesome. And I just am really psyched to be partnering with you. So thank you. And I want to call out, we left out one sponsor who's listed in the platform, but who came in just really in this week, which is the Oregon Section Institute of Food Technologists, who also wanted to help develop this pipeline of early stage BIPOC-led food entrepreneurs. So thank you to OSIFT and to everyone else who supported the program, and most especially Himalaya, to you and to Marceau. We're super psyched to be in this partnership with you. All right, and before we move on, I also want to extend my own congratulations to the awardees today, to Leslie, to Sukhdev and Rippy, to Vince and Jay and Jordan and the whole team at Comma. We're super proud of you and excited to watch what you do with these grants and how your companies develop. So best of luck to all of you. And now we're going to take a break because we've been at this for a while and everybody probably could use a bio break, right? So do that. Refill your beverage, dig into the next thing in your box. The next section will be our investee finalists. So we'll have the pitches from the 4 companies that are vying for the Oregon Angel Food Investment. And while we're on break, this is a really great time to pop out to www.weareoregonaf.com, and you yourself can get one of these here hats or a pin or a sticker or whatever else that you want to adorn yourself in low-fee gear. All of the proceeds benefit the nonprofit OEN, and we're super grateful for that. So with that, take a break. We'll see you in 5.
Not all financial institutions have the flexibility to lend to a food business, but we're one that does. For us, taking that risk and working with you to get the capital you need is something we're good at. And it's how we're strengthening sustainable local food systems. Craft 3, delivering innovative, non-traditional financing, helping you reach new customers, and looking at your business beyond just the numbers. So join our cause and access the capital that you need.
Hi, I'm Rick Wright, CEO of Market of Choice, and I'm in our newly expanded distribution center here in Eugene. My family started this business over 42 years ago right here in Oregon. And through the years, you've seen us evolve in many ways, keeping our focus on quality, service, and choices. While the last 18 months have certainly been challenging, we are still dedicated to providing you food for the way you live. And our teams continue to source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support. And most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family. And it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices. And I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.
We are OregonAF. We are craft. We are local. We care about each other. We stand shoulder to shoulder in the kitchen and in the street. We make food, drinks, art, flavor, business, mistakes, and friends. We take what we do seriously, and we laugh. We know we live in one of the most beautiful places on earth, with the best ingredients. We remind ourselves to take nothing for granted. We come together to make it all real, to invest in each other and ourselves.
I'm really proud to be here with you guys sharing some of the lessons learned.
To build wealth, security, community, independence, joy, strength, deliciousness, a shared history, and a brighter future. We know what we make won't save the world, and believe it's the only thing that will. We are Oregon Angel Food.
Not all financial institutions have the flexibility to lend to a food business, but we're one that does. For us, taking that risk and working with you to get the capital you need is something we're good at. And it's how we're strengthening sustainable local food systems. Craft 3, delivering innovative, non-traditional financing, helping you reach new customers, and looking at your business beyond just the numbers. So join our cause and access the capital that you need.
Hi, I'm Rick Wright, CEO of Market of Choice, and I'm in our newly expanded distribution center here in Eugene. My family started this business over 42 years ago right here in Oregon. And through the years, you've seen us evolve in many ways, keeping our focus on quality, service, and choices. While the last 18 months have certainly been challenging, we are still dedicated to providing you food for the way you live. And our teams continue to source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support. And most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family. And it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices. And I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.
Okay, this is it. We are down to our last 4 pitches of the day. These 4 companies are finalists for the Oregon Angel Food Angel Investment. So we talked earlier about the education and mentorship program, and the other half of OregonAF is about this investment and helping one of these companies get the funding they need to really scale. So every year we recruit about 30 or so individual investors, in the state of Oregon through the Oregon Growth Fund also participates. We're super grateful for their support as well. Every one of those individual investors puts in $5,000 or $10,000 collectively into a pool, and then they conduct due diligence together as a team. So they divvy up into teams, they go check out the companies, they'll try the products, they'll ask lots of questions, they'll go visit, they'll mystery shop, they'll do the whole thing. So they've been at work on this all summer long. We also had about a dozen PSU students participate this year, which was really special for us and for the investors, and I think for the students as well. They got to work right alongside all of the investors, conducting due diligence, getting a bird's eye view into the program, and really, working shoulder to shoulder with the investors. And I think everybody really learned a lot. It's a ton of work for everyone, including the companies. They have lots of visits and lots of phone calls and lots of questions. So it's a lot of work for them as well. And we're super grateful that they do this. I feel like the whole point of it is to help them learn, to get feedback, to see what it's like to deal with investors and to take investment, to understand that process and sort of give them kind of a gentle onboarding before they jump flat out into the shark tank of the bigger, broader world beyond Oregon. So hopefully it's sort of we call it the dolphin tank, sort of a loving entry into the investment world. So, and it's a great chance for the investors to get a look at what's new and up and coming in the world of food and beverage coming out of Oregon. It's such a hot spot for great foodie products and new stuff. So it's an early peek into what's coming up the pipeline, and great, as I mentioned, for the students to get involved as well. So we're psyched about this portion of the program. We hope that you really enjoy hearing from these companies and get to know them. They're all out in the world, available on retail shelves and mostly on their websites too. So we're excited to have you get to know them. We have 3 angel investors here today to ask questions of the finalists after we roll their pitches. So I'm going to introduce you to the investor team. There are about 30 of them. These are 3 diligence captains that have been heavily involved in the program throughout. So first, it's my great pleasure to introduce Stu Yaguda, who is the volunteer investment director for all of Oregon Angel Food. Stu has done this for a couple of years running. He had a long career in consumer packaged goods marketing, had great experience with a lot of really big brands, and he's been angel investing in Oregon for about the last 10 years. So he's really experienced and super helpful. He helps recruit other investors. He oversees the due diligence. This program literally couldn't happen without him. Hey, Stu, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Yeah, this has just been the best angel food yet. We've had a super competitive group of companies, lots of tough decisions, and a very dedicated and hardworking group of investors, as evidenced by a group who drove 8 hours round trip for an in-person diligence call. So good luck to everyone.
Awesome. Thanks, Stu. Next up, we have Martin McLennan, whom I've known personally for almost 10 years now because of his work in local food systems. We overlapped for a long time, so I'm thrilled to have Martin involved. He's another experienced CPG operator, including as a former CEO at a couple of different big companies. He's now the managing director of L2M Brand Accelerator, which you will hear a lot more about here in just a second. Thanks for being here, Martin.
Great to be here, Amanda.
And last but certainly not least, we have Deepthi Madhva, who's a new Oregon Angel Food investor this year, but she has come in and taken the world by storm. She is one of our due diligence captains. She's been heavily involved in the program. We're super grateful to have her here. Deepthi's a global strategist with Deloitte, so she understands scale and can offer the companies a lot of perspective on that front. Welcome, Deepthi.
Thanks, Amanda. This has been a pleasure. This is my first time in the investment world and has been a great learning experience, and good luck to all the participants here. I think we had a great bunch of companies participating here.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, so let's get into it. First, you're going to see an introduction from Martin and his partner, Pat McCauley, who's the CEO of Bridgewell Agribusiness, which is the parent of L2M Brands. The entire business at L2M is designed around helping food and beverage companies scale. That's everything they do, and not in a venture style kind of unicorn way, but with really, really strong fundamentals in supply and inventory and brand building. They really help companies chip away at that growth curve in a really consistent, intentional way. So first up, you're going to hear Pat and Martin introduce this investment segment, tell you a little bit about L2M brands, and then we're going to roll directly into the first finalist pitch from Raj Vable at Young Mountain Tea, which is based in Springfield, Oregon. So here we go.
Greetings, I'm Martin McClannon, the Managing Director of the L2M Brand Accelerator.
Hello, I'm Pat McCauley, CEO and owner of Bridgewell Agribusiness.
We invest in and partner with promising food and beverage entrepreneurs throughout the Pacific Northwest, and we're the title sponsor of Oregon Angel Food again this year because we know these programs give food and beverage entrepreneurs the skills they need to grow. It gets funding into the food community and fans the flames of success by introducing these companies and their delicious products to all of you.
And never has it been more clear how important the people are who make our food and help get it to market. Listen, the last couple years have been brutal on food and beverage operators, but there's been some real silver linings to the pandemic. More people are cooking at home, and there's been lots of product innovation happening while we've all been on lockdown. There's probably never been a more interesting time to be investing in food and beverage innovation, and that's what this program and our accelerator are all about.
L2M Brand Accelerator helps build successful, sustainable food and beverage businesses. We're not hunting for unicorns. We want to support sound, stable businesses that build the local economy, employ people, and get their innovative recipes to the world. And we love Angel Food because it's more like Dolphin Tank and less like Shark Tank, because it creates opportunities for education, for networking, for trying new products, and of course, the real investment.
That's right. At the end of this program, one of these companies is going to get a $200,000 equity investment to help grow their business. There are about 30 individual angel investors, including Martin and me, who have pooled together their money to invest in one of these companies. We've been talking to them all summer. We've tried their products, visited their kitchens, and dug into their financials. We're excited that they come from across the region, from Bandon to Vancouver, and we take that as a sign that the food and beverage sector in Oregon is healthy. So next up, you'll see the pitches from our 4 finalists.
So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Young Mountain Tea from Springfield, Face Rock Creamery from Bandon, Sweet Apricity from Vancouver, Washington, and Puffworks from Portland, Oregon.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for the chance to share our work. My name is Raj Vable, and I'm the founder of Young Mountain Tea. And here at Young Mountain Tea, we're in the business of changing the world of tea, this little drink right here, which has an increasingly large hole in the market. And this drink is the world's most consumed beverage, trailing only water in global consumption. And here in the US, the specialty segment is the fastest growing part of the market. And the growth of this $3.1 billion segment is being fueled by a new wave of value-driven consumers that are looking for 2 things: supply chain transparency, so they know where their teas are coming from, and authentic stories of impact for the farmers that are involved. Right now, however, tea companies are unable to meet consumer needs because they source from long, opaque supply chains that lead back ultimately to massive corporate-owned estates. So what we have is an increasing need that's not being met in the fastest growing segment of the world's most consumed beverage. We fill that gap with a simple solution. We bridge the divide between farmers and the tea drinkers, working with farmers to raise the quality of their tea so they can earn more, while also creating a transparent supply chain that brings new exciting teas into the market. And we sell these organic loose leaf teas to 3 types of customers. They're all value driven, and we've crafted these personas based on pouring tea to literally thousands of people at festivals, at demos, and then validating these personas through surveys and regularly interviewing different members of the community. And our top performing customers right now are people that buy over $1,000 of tea every single year from us. And so for these people, these are the dedicated, diehard tea drinkers who don't think of tea as just a drink, but truly as a way of life. It's a personal ritual for them. It's medicine for them. Through their friends in the tea world, there's a strong community of tea drinkers, and it's a connection to the wider world. And so this is the target communities that we go after, and we've got a lot of momentum among them. We're on pace to increase our sales by more than 100% for the second consecutive year, and we've secured our first wholesale account to cross over $100,000. In addition to that, our gross margin is 45%, which is puts a business in a position to be profitable as soon as we hit the scale that we're after. And speaking of scale, here's a roadmap for what we're doing. You can see the sales figures. The first two figures are where we've been, and then the future figures are where we're headed. And we're going to reach these points by launching new products, including blends that will go live in October, and then tea bags in the middle of next year. Our sales strategy is built around delivering on the two things that consumers want: transparency and impact. Our branded sales are going to provide us the transparency to tell the story of the farmers and the ingredients direct to the customer, as well as get margin, while the bulk gives us the ability to deliver on the impact that needs to be authentic for it to resonate with consumers, and then also the economies of scale necessary to have reduced shipping and inventory purchasing costs. And the centerpiece of our sales strategy is to launch tea bags mid next year that are going to be aimed at institutions that have committed to the Real Food Challenge, which is an initiative aimed at shifting institutional purchasing towards sourcing from more sustainable vendors. And there's more than 180 universities and over 800 hospitals that have committed to that challenge, including the entire University of California system. And right now, there's only a handful of tea companies that are in the database that are qualified to sell. And we feel we can definitely outperform them based on what they offer. Right now, this is the team. There's 5 of us on board. I'm the founder, and I started Young Mountain Tea when I was on a Fulbright fellowship in Northern India. I was working with rural farmers there to figure out how they could gain access to international markets. And since then, we've been building the company. And this is my life's work, to build a bridge between these two cultures. And it's really, truly a joy to work with the team that's on board to make that mission become a reality. Right now, we're raising $600,000 to reach profitability by the middle of 2023. We're going to use these funds to hire our first dedicated salesperson who I'll work with to implement the brand strategy that I mentioned, starting with universities. We're also going to be launching new product lines. Again, in October, we're going to put up our first blends, and tea bags are going to come live in the middle of next year. And then finally, we'll need some additional working capital to purchase our inventory to scale with the revenue. In short, our goal is to become the Patagonia, our goal is to become the Patagonia of tea, using a top quality product to shift consumer behaviors towards more sustainable food systems. And our exit strategy is built on establishing Young Mountain Teas as thought leaders in the sustainable agricultural space, developing trade relationships with the largest tea companies in the country, which are already underway, and then get acquired by one of these larger companies that are looking to gain an exciting and youthful brand that has an army of diehard customers in love with both the quality of our teas and the mission that it represents. And we hope that you'll join us in that journey. Thank you for the chance to share our work. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Hey Raj, Deepti here. That was a very inspiring story. I think one of the strongest points or the strengths for your brand is that your customers are attracted to the tea because of the mission. How does that strength align with your overall multi-channel strategy, especially the unbranded channel?
Sure. Thanks for the question, and thanks again for the opportunity to be here at all. Yeah, that mission is central to everything we do. It breathes through not only our marketing and our sales efforts, but also our operations and financing decisions. Everything is grounded on how are we going to make that mission a reality. And so as it relates to, say, our unbranded channels, bulk or private label, the way we've been able to attract our largest customers has actually been because of the mission. By showing that through their purchasing power, they can create impact that they can never do without the relationships that we have, we're able to bring them on as partners. So as an example, Frontier Co-op, which is based out of Iowa, carries 3 of our teas. And the reason they brought them on is because of the authenticity of the impact and what they could do by bringing their purchasing power to the table.
Great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Raj, another question.
Yeah.
You talked a lot about going to institutions, and I'm wondering, as you expand the brand,
Yeah.
You plan on doing more DTC or more getting into more retail accounts?
Yeah, thanks. So the institutional strategy is built around, the reason we chose institutions, because we wanted a channel type that would actually support the growth of all the other channels. And so, for example, by getting into a university, say UC Berkeley, and being able to create a big splash on their campus, we know that retailers surrounding it will also pick it up. So co-ops in the area or other specialty grocery stores, if there's a hot new brand that students are flocking to, and not only students, but faculty and staff as well, we see that as a way to support these other channels' growth. So the way we've modeled our channel strategy is not to put all our eggs into the institutional basket, but rather to grow it over time as a % of our overall channel mix. And in that way, use those sales to drive support of the other channels that will also contribute to our overall revenue goals.
Raj, if I could build on Stu's question.
Yeah.
On the institutions, labor is such an issue now for every business, but food service operators in particular.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate? Like, you've got a loose leaf tea product.
Yeah.
That my perception is it's a little more complicated to work with. How will the institutions actually be able to make the product and work with it in its current form?
Yeah, thanks. The key to that part is our getting to tea bags. We don't intend to approach the institutions with loose leaf tea because, as you're saying, we recognize that the challenges of being in loose leaf only are going to be substantial for institutions to be able to make for their stakeholders. So by getting into tea bags, we feel like we'll be able to give them a super simple way to get our teas into the cups of their people. And so, yeah, we already have a co-packer that we've worked with previously who can, for doing our loose leaf bag fills, to get us into tea bags. And this is a co-packer who has already done private labeling for companies like Stash. And so, yeah, we have the ability to scale as we get into these institutions and help them grow.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, thank you. Well, if we have a second, I do want to show off one thing, which is that, as I mentioned in the pitch, we are launching our blends in about 2 weeks, and we're doing this in collaboration with another Portland-based tea company, the Jasmine Pearl. And just this morning, I was at their place picking up the first print runs of the labels, and I wanted to show them off. We've got a breakfast blend, a chai blend, a green pearl, a green mint blend, and yeah, here's the one for the chai. So just to say, if you're in the Portland area and you're already a tea drinker, I hope that we'll have the chance to chat with you soon.
Great.
Fantastic, Raj.
I have the perfect vessel for my black. Thank you, Raj. That was amazing. So good to see you here. Congratulations on all the success so far.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Thanks to everybody.
Way to represent Springfield. I hope we see you in the Eugene Register Guard tomorrow.
Cheers.
All right. Next up, we have Greg Drobot from Face Rock Creamery on the South Coast in Bandon, Oregon. So get out your vampire slayer and let's roll.
Hello, everyone. My name is Greg Drobot. I'm the president of Face Rock Creamery, and I'm honored to be a finalist for Oregon Angel Foods and explain about our wonderful opportunity with Face Rock Creamery. Face Rock Creamery is a award-winning specialty cheese producer located in Bandon, Oregon, on the Southern Oregon coast. We are very much the small cheese who is quickly becoming the big cheese in the specialty cheese industry. What is unique about Face Rock Creamery is we're able to produce award-winning specialty cheeses, but do so at scale, maintaining competitive price points and an affordable luxury for consumers from all price points, the high-end specialty markets down to the standard grocery stores you'd find in any town across the country. We have a wide variety of cheeses, all different flavors and ages and styles of cheese, as well as some frozen dinner options as well involving our cheese. And we are well positioned to continue to grow our portfolio among all of our customers. What really has allowed us to accelerate our growth, as I mentioned before, is our price point. We purposely positioned ourselves between the lower end commodity cheese and the higher end specialty cheese that many find quite expensive. It's an affordable luxury that most folks can attain, and the extra value that they get is definitely worth the small increase in price points there. It is something that has really separated us from the pack. There are some wonderful, great specialty cheeses. The Northwest is very blessed with some great dairy producers, but very few of them can produce the volume and the scale that we can, which allows us to expand and touch all sides of the U.S. Another factor that has led to our growth is our wonderful leadership team. Myself and my two partners, Brad Cinco and Daniel Graham. Brad Cinco, our head cheesemaker, The Big Cheese, has all the recipes and all the experience to make some wonderful products. Daniel Graham, my other partner, has a background in leadership, management, and construction. And there was a big need for all of that in a quickly growing production company. So we really have become a three-headed monster as we've grown our business. FaceRock's revenue is really from three different legs. We have our wholesale revenue to our grocery stores, our flagship retail location in Bandon, as well as our new location in Coos Bay, and then our online direct-to-consumer business. The wholesale and the direct-to-consumer is where most of our growth is going to be coming from. And what is unique about, especially the wholesale side of that growth, we are already selling to many of the largest grocery store customers across the country: Safeway, Fred Meyer, Kroger, QFC, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. We're already in their network as a vendor. We already have our items set up. So it is relatively easy for us to grow within their networks. The online growth will come from continued promotion and ad spend to grow that part of the business. We have really just scratched the surface on that. So we have quite a ways to grow that, which is really exciting. As I mentioned before, we are relying on our growth within our existing customer networks to really spearhead the numbers and the revenue projections that we are planning on. Costco, Kroger, and Safeway are really our big three. Because we are already set up, it is relatively easy to continue to grow within those networks across the country. FaceRock is in Bandon. It's a rural community. Rural communities, not just in Oregon, but across the country, are struggling for economic growth and jobs and stimulation. So we are very excited to be part of that. We are a big economic engine for the town of Bandon. We employ about 30 employees. All of them live in the community, spend their money in the community, and it's really proud. We're very proud to be that economic engine for Bandon and the Southern Oregon coast. The investment monies that we are soliciting are really going to be used for three different avenues. Number one, organizational development, hiring some key folks within FaceRock. Number two, working capital to produce our cheese that we can then go and sell. One thing with an aged product, you have to have made it a year or two ahead of time if you're going to sell it. So that really does use up some cash flow. And lastly, the production and CapEx. There are some minor upgrades that we will need to be doing to make sure that we can meet the projections that we have. Lastly, we have some very strong, but we think attainable financial projections for where we want to take FaceRock and what will result in a quite a nice return for our investors. Thank you very much.
Hi, Greg. Great to see you again. How are you?
I'm great. Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm tempted to ask you what your favorite cheese pun is, but instead I'm going to ask you, your smallest sliver of on your pie chart was DTC in e-commerce. I was hoping, could you tell us a bit more about where it fits into your business and how you expect it to evolve through time?
Absolutely. And great question, Martin. Direct to consumer really is the smallest portion of our sales right now, but we see the biggest opportunity with the direct to consumer. We have over a 20,000 person mailing list and contact list that we are going to build upon. We also have plans for selective ad spend and banner ads and different marketing to push the direct to consumer. The direct to consumer, they're great customers. They're very sticky. and they're very brand loyal. So whereas going into a grocery store, you may be shopping for other things and you remember that you need some cheese. Usually consumers that seek you out are looking just for your product. So we want to make sure that we're taking those sticky customers and selling them and introducing them to other cheeses that we offer.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Greg, nice job. I have a question for you about distribution. I see that you're trying to expand to the East Coast now, and I'm just wondering why you don't focus on the West Coast more. There's more cachet, I think, with Bandon, a lot of good cheesemakers in Wisconsin and Vermont. And so why not just focus here and really try to expand your distribution in the West?
Sure, and great question. And when we are focusing on the East Coast, it doesn't mean we're ignoring the West Coast. When we started our distribution, we started local, regional, really concentrating on Portland, Seattle, the Northwest, and then going south into the Bay Area and Southern California. We've done a very good job of getting into those markets with the different networks of customers that we sell to. But as you kind of run out of chains, especially to sell to, the national or natural next growth avenue is to go east, kind of the opposite of go west, my son, go east. And we're finding some great reception for our cheese. When we're expanding and when we're selling to customers and introducing, we don't always know where the next region is going to be our new hotbed and where we're going to have to look for distribution channels. But we got a great bit of momentum, especially in the Southeast and Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina, and we're building from that to then go into the Northeast. So all sales are great sales, and we kind of go where they take us, but we definitely make sure that we're taking advantage or taking care of our local distribution channels as well.
Great, thank you.
Hey, Greg, I'm a big fan of Face Rock cheese. I had not tasted it until I came on board in this investment committee. I have a question on your, growth plans, specifically with respect to talent acquisition. So as you continue to grow, what are your plans for attracting top talent and new generation cheesemakers?
That's a great question, and that's a constant discussion in our leadership meetings. Being in a town of 3,000 people, it's very difficult to find anybody with cheese making experience. So in many ways, we have to train them in-house, almost in an apprentice standpoint. The biggest thing we're finding is folks that can just work hard, that are willing to commit a few years to us and really love our community and our company. Some of the hires that we've been looking at are in the field. We have a few sales managers that we'd like to bring on board, and they would not be in Bandon. They would be in other parts of the country. We also are looking to beef up our back office and accounting. And those jobs, as we've all become kind of comfortable with over the last year, can be done remotely more and more. There still is the need to come to Bandon and be at the mothership as much as you can. But we've gotten pretty good at working remotely. As long as we keep the cheese being made at a high quality level and we manage the inventory and the quality assurance, we're comfortable that we can hire the key folks we need to, even if they are remotely.
Got it.
And Greg, we got a follow-up question on the e-commerce thing from the audience from Spencer, and he was curious. Even the growth rate on the DTC business looked pretty modest in the projections he was looking at. He was just curious why you wouldn't want to grow it faster.
It's not that we don't want to grow it faster. We'll grow it faster. I think my background and my experience is not so much on the direct-to-consumer side. So I am much more comfortable with the productions from the wholesale and retail side. But that is one of the real emphases that we're going to focus on and make sure that we're establishing that. We have a fairly small base, as you saw, so our growth rates should be pretty spectacular once we really get things going there. We've spent a lot of time over the last 18 months to redesign our packaging, to relook at our product sizes, to really hone in our margins, and then supply chain. last year or so, just getting components, whether it be ice packs or boxes or cardboard shreds for insulation. It's tricky. So it's been a fun puzzle to put together with all of those pieces.
Well, thanks so much, Greg. Great to see you.
Excellent. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Like Deepti, this was my first time trying the product, and I made lasagna this week, which partly I say just to show off that our team was so organized for this event that I had time to make lasagna. And I put the Vampire Slayer cheese on top, and it was so good. I was a little worried about being overpowered by the garlic, and it was just subtle and lovely and really added something to the lasagna. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I love getting folks recipes from our cheese, and that's something that is always nice to see, when I'm doing a demo in a store, to have a customer and come up and talk about some recipe they made incorporating one of our cheeses. It's really fun.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Greg. Thank you
you
to the investor team. We're going to keep moving here. Next up, we have Tanya Butts with Sweet Apricity.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I would like to begin with a story. Once upon a time, there was a woman. We will call her Wendy because that's her name. Wendy was managing 6 debilitating autoimmune conditions by following the most restrictive diet known to Western man, the autoimmune protocol. In 2015, there were no treats available for her that were safe to eat until a hero emerged. We'll call her Tanya Butts because that is my name. I developed a safe indulgent for my friend Wendy using 5 healing ingredients: honey, coconut cream, and coconut oil, which all have anti-inflammatory properties; coconut sugar, which feeds good bacteria in the gut; and sea salt, which has trace minerals which the body can easily assimilate. With this, I made a safe caramel for my friend to eat. This was the beginning of Sweet Apricity, a clean, healthy, gluten-free, grain-free, paleo, autoimmune protocol treat. Apricity is an ancient derived word that means the warmth of the sun in winter, and that is exactly what our products deliver. Over the years, we've expanded our product line to include grass-fed gelatin marshmallows, which are really gut healing, coconut cream caramel sauce, which is just fun and anti-inflammatory, and salted caramel lily puffs, which are made with a popped lily seed from India and have been used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years. I began it as a hobby in 2015, where I sold $1,440 worth of caramels, and we are projected to hit $250,000 in sales this year. Our conversion rate, the average conversion rate for an online company, is 1 to 2%, and as you can see, our conversion rate is substantially and consistently higher than that. Our average customer, our new customers on average spend $40, and return customers spend around $70 and purchase around every 70 days. We currently sit at the forefront of the wellness economy as the cleanest confection on the market. We would like to grow further into the paleo market with setting our sights on growing into the functional food market by 2023. Our competitive advantage is that we check all of the boxes that are so wanted and needed in the health and wellness category, better than anyone else on the market. Currently, and since 2018, we have 1 SKU on the shelves of Erewhon, all 6 locations in Erewhon, and our goal is to move into market of choice, Whole Foods, PCC, New Seasons within 2022. Projections have us profitable by Q3 of 2023, with a $7.3 million annual revenue by the end of 2025. Our founding team is me and my best friend, Charles. With your help, we'll be able to increase awareness to drive consumers to our website, expand into more brick and mortar, build strategic relationships with leaders in the health movement, and put together a team of more than 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our story. And thank you for helping our little company do mighty things. Hi, everyone.
Great job, Tanya.
Thank you,
Hey,
Stuart.
question for you. You're focusing on people with autoimmune disease. It seems like a fairly narrow target. And I'm wondering why you don't just focus on anyone who's trying to cut down on sugar intake or even keto diets.
Well, keto usually uses grain sugar alcohols, and we are not a sugar-free candy. We are lower sugars on the glycemic index, but we're still using honey and coconut sugar, which are not technically keto. I mean, it's packaged correctly. You could definitely include our treats in a keto diet. Does that answer the question?
How about just anyone who's trying to cut down on sugar?
Yeah, that would work. When I started the company, my niche is so incredibly small that we just haven't expanded with marketing more into the paleo and health and wellness, like people who are dairy free or wanting to cut sugar.
Got it. Thanks.
So with your help, we will. Thanks, Stuart.
Tanya, I have another question. But before I jump into the question, I loved your caramel lily puffs. Growing up in India, I still make the lily puffs at home, but those are more the savory kind. So your caramel twist was a nice one. Loved it.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
have a question on your marketing plans as you continue to expand. So what are your marketing plans beyond your influencer-based marketing, which you currently are doing very successfully today?
We are wanting to market wider into markets where paleo is really popular. So we're looking, the nice thing right now is we have 6 years of data to show us where our very particular product sells the best. And so we would like to market more into those markets while we are also pairing it with moving into brick and mortar in those same markets as well. The influencer marketing has been, like you said, really successful for us. I would like to do some more. Yes, I would like to increase our SEO. We've just started running SEO, and that's been really exciting. I think part of the marketing plan is also just to build brand and brand awareness and brand value outside of our target audience. So,
yeah, thank you.
That's your question. Thank you, Deepti.
Tonya, as I mentioned to you in some of our previous conversations, I really love 3 of your products, and I know you're getting traction on a number of different items, your marshmallows, your toppings, and the lily puffs that Deepti was just talking about. Are you expecting all 3 of those to grow concurrently? Or are you expecting one of these? There's also different. Are you expecting one to really lead the charge, or how's your portfolio of products going to grow?
Right now, our caramel is the flagship. So that was the first one that we came out with, and that's the one that we've really dialed in as far as manufacturing goes. So we have our largest margin is in the caramels, and that's the one that they stock at Erewhon. Our lily puffs and our marshmallows. One of the things we want to do with investment is to scale up and get costs down, and also shore up production. So the rollout will be focused on our marshmallows because they're ready to go, and there's room to move and grow with those margins. And then, but the lily puffs and the marshmallows are our number one seller. So getting to the place where we can manufacture those in a way that's more economical is at the top of our list.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Tanya.
Who said that? I didn't see any of your mouths move.
That was 2, I think.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Oh,
this, by the way, is genius. I watched Tanya do this, and I was like, I gotta get me one of those. I've never needed to make creme brulee at home, so I never requested one of these. But my son, by the way, this is how we do all marshmallows, particularly in a burn ban.
Nice.
These are amazing, but I'm going to wait to put it in my mouth now because it's too hot. Tanya, that was awesome. Thank you so much. It's been such a joy to get to know your company and to learn about your products, and I'm just really, really excited to see where you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. It's been really amazing.
Awesome. All right. Okay, not yet. Next up, we have Greg Murphy and Holly Sturtevant from Puffworks.
Okay, hi, I'm Greg Murphy. I'm the founder and CEO of Puffworks.
And I'm Holly Sturtevant. I'm the director of marketing, and I've been with Puffworks since the beginning. I'm also a mom of 2 under 4. Puffworks was born in 2018 as a better-for-you snack offering organic peanut butter puffs made with simple and clean ingredients. They come in delicious and fun flavors like honey, PB&J, and dark chocolate. And the base of all of our products are just peanut butter, corn, and salt. All of our puffs are USDA certified organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, and kosher. And because the first ingredient is always organic nut butter, we have broad appeal across different age segments, from kids, adults, and even babies. Thanks to the Learning Early About Peanut Allergy study, or more commonly referred to as the LEAP study, we now know that introducing peanut in a safe form between 4 to 6 months of age and continuing peanut in a baby's diet till at least 5 years of age can reduce the likelihood of a peanut allergy by over 80%. That's why the American Academy of Pediatrics is also now endorsing early peanut introduction. But infants can't have whole peanuts and they can't have peanut butter. So we took our puffs a step further and actually created a line specific for babies called Puffworks Baby Organic Peanut Butter Puffs. These are softer, so they dissolve easier, are easy to hold, low in sodium, and contain no added sugar, making introducing peanut to infants as simple as our ingredients. We've achieved over a $1.2 million run rate, primarily through e-commerce. We are profitably acquiring new customers with high repeat purchase rates, which also includes strong crossover rates from our Puffworks baby products to our other products. While other peanut butter puffs have entered the market, we are confident that we have the best tasting and the cleanest ingredient deck. We don't add oil or flour, just 100% organic peanut butter. And while most of our competitors compete with us specific in the baby space and constantly have to reacquire their customer base each year, for us, every year is an opportunity to introduce 4 million babies and their families to the Puffworks brand and transition them through our product line. And because we play at the intersection of both food allergy prevention and healthy snacking, we benefit from 2 large and growing markets. We also work with an SQF Level 3 facility that allows for peanuts and tree nuts. And this allows us to also expand to 5 million bags or $10 million in revenue annually as we grow our brand. And with that, I'll pass it over to Greg to talk about our path forward.
Okay, thank you, Holly. So with the proceeds from this round, we plan to grow to a $5 million annual run rate by the end of 2022 and be profitable. We plan to continue to focus primarily on our D2C business, investing in both new customer acquisition and increasing our customer lifetime value. We plan to continue to grow our influencer network and our social presence, as well as expand our digital advertising to other platforms like Google and TikTok. Currently, we're only using Facebook and Instagram. At the same time, we plan to increase our customer lifetime value by using a variety of tactics, including email marketing, encouraging the transition from baby to our kids' snacks, subscriptions, product bundles, and introducing new products. In the last 6 months, we have increased our average customer value by 37%, and we are on track to increase our revenues by over 25% compared to just last month in August. Our primary focus is on getting to a $5 million run rate and cash positive within the next 18 months. At that point, we think we'll have some very good options for what we do next. We could continue to grow our D2C business without raising additional capital, or we could raise another larger round and grow more rapidly in retail too. We believe that it's achievable for us to get to a $50 million run rate in annual revenue as we start to include more retail. That's with around 6,000 doors and acquiring 12,000 new customers per month D2C, which is still only about 4% of the baby market.
We're excited about the traction that our products and our brand have had to date. And we look forward to working with you to pass the puffs to more families and help reduce common food allergies. Thank you.
Hi, Greg. Hey, Holly.
Hey there.
Hi there. That was impressive, an impressive DTC story for sure. I have a question on your growth plans. As you continue to grow, do you see yourself marketing as a healthy snack product or as a snack to introduce allergens? And which of them or both of them and why?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think that above all, we see ourselves as a healthy snack brand. It's the baby product has definitely been a great acquisition tool because the target consumer, moms like myself, are the ones that have really been key to finding out our brand to use for early introduction. So we actually just launched a baby product for introducing almond. And so we see ourselves kind of expanding that line a little bit, but our bigger focus is obviously to kind of transition those customers into, as they grow up, we kind of like to say that our snacks are snacks that grow with you. So while we're helping kind of be an easy way to introduce the allergen, we're also giving parents a brand that they can trust to introduce healthy snacks and keep the healthy snacks in their diets.
Yep. Can't wait to try your almond puffs for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Holly and Greg, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I was looking at your slide, and it said growing retail strategically, but it also shows it growing to half your business by 2026. Can you elaborate on how you're going to get it moving at retail and what I know the early stages in this game, but how would you expect it to evolve?
Yeah, I think that, while we're going to focus on the D2C business primarily here in the next 18 months, 2022 is sort of the year we kind of see setting up to start to play bigger in retail. And I think that we will, we'll have to figure a little bit of that out, but I imagine that we are going to play the same strategy. I think that we will start with the baby and kid snacks primarily, and then expand into the adult snack line. And so that's going to mean primarily concentrating on retailers where those consumers are. So think like Target and Kroger and people like that.
Got it. Thank you.
So you guys are doing a great job acquiring babies. And at some point, they grow up into real people and they start making their own snack decisions. They start buying, Cheez-Its and Cheetos and things like that. Do you guys have any evidence that you're, taking people from the baby product into the next level products?
Yeah. So about half of our overall sales right now are actually our non-baby product sales. So in a lot of the kind of multi-order customers are not just buying baby, but they're buying the other snack brands. And some of our, I might get this statistic wrong, but I think about like maybe around 40% are customers that have never actually even bought the baby product and are actually coming directly to our, just because they are interested in a plant-based puff, and they taste good. So I think that, we're kind of already seeing that behavior playing out. I think that in terms of just the marketing and acquisition costs, we're really kind of feeding into the baby more, but we see that there's already a market for our puffs for pretty much anybody that likes healthy, delicious snacks and with nuts.
Yeah. And it's, and the kid snacks, the adult snacks, it's a more, it's a more better value in terms of how much product you're getting. So, we do, encourage that transition for them when they're about 2 years old. We like to see them transition over to our kid snacks. And we are seeing, a pretty good crossover rate from the baby to the kids at the same time.
Yeah. And just being where they are, I think, understanding where kids are getting their, information. So TikTok is definitely on our radar, whether, we want to be there or not.
Great. Thank you. Nice job, guys.
Thank you.
I've literally been munching these in the back room all afternoon. So I would be one of those moms who's like, here, honey, here's your snack in the back seat. And then I would keep stealing them.
That's exactly what we want.
Yeah. Nice job, team Puffworks. That was great. Best of luck to you. All right, you guys, that was it. There you have it. Equity investment finalists all the way from Bandon to Vancouver. So I think we're going to bring them all back out here now so you can see everybody at once. Here they come. Yay! You guys, you did it. You did it. I'm so curious to hear how you're all feeling. How's it been? How do you feel about the program? How's your summer? How's your company? Give it to me. How's it going? Raj.
Who first? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. I guess a mix of nervous and excited, and also grateful. The program as a whole, independent of the outcome, has been really valuable for us in terms of just getting introduced to other wonderful companies, to mentors, and just feeling more embedded in the community. So I'm nervous, but I'm also grateful and thankful for the opportunity to get this far.
Awesome. Thanks, Raj. What do you think, Greg? How are you doing?
Very similar to Raj. It's been a great experience, and I've loved working with all the due diligence team, and I feel like I know my company better now, having gone through the process. It's really fun to have folks come down, check out Bandon, check out our facility. A lot of times we feel like we're on an island, operating, doing great things, but without a lot of fanfare. So it's really an honor to be part of this process.
Awesome. Awesome. Mission accomplished then. Thank you. Tanya, how are you?
I am lovely. How are you doing?
I don't feel like I look quite as lovely as you do, but
you just pulled off like this epic thing. So, and thank you for it.
There's a huge team.
Yeah, like the resources that you have extended to us has been so amazing and so invaluable, and I'm really grateful. And it's really exciting to be part of my Portland community, because we've been so not focused on local, and it's really cool to be welcomed kind of into the local, the local market with open arms. I'm really humbled and really grateful. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Oregon has an amazing food community and a lot of great supporters. So it's great to be building it right here today too. Greg and Holly, good to see you guys. How are you doing?
We're doing great. Yeah. A little bit nervous, and but it's been a great experience. I mean, we have really enjoyed the speakers, and the deep dives on the diligence have been very thought-provoking. Made us really think about our business. So we're really appreciative of everything we've learned from the program.
Yes, awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I know those. I joke. Well, maybe I won't make that joke here. It's maybe not appropriate, but I was going to say due diligence is a little bit like a trip to the gynecologist. Moving on. Something akin to, what was it, acquiring babies. That
was the best line.
Good strategy.
I want to do that.
Like Corella Deville or something.
All right, you guys, the moment of truth has come. I want to thank all of the Oregon Angel Food investors, including the Oregon Growth Board, for their support. Huge thanks to Stu and Martin and Deepthi and the rest of the team, PSU students. Huge thanks to all of you and all of the other entrepreneurs and makers who were part of the program this year. I wish you all the best, no matter what happens 5 minutes from now. And so to get to that moment 5 minutes from now or less, it is my great pleasure to introduce Maria Pierman, who's tuning in from Bend, Oregon. I'm loving the whole statewide representation today. This has been awesome. Maria is from Perkins & Company, who has been our big check partner since the very beginning of Oregon Angel Food. They are long-standing committed partners, and we're so grateful to the whole team at Perkins & Company. They're a tax accounting firm, in case you haven't heard of them. They really understand the food business. In fact, Maria herself has written a book on small brewery finance, already available. You can get it at your local bookstore, and has a new book coming out next year on distillery finance. And speaking of distilleries, before I turn the mic over to Maria to introduce and announce the selection made by the Oregon Angel Food investors, I want to invite all of you to join us. We are doing an after party live in Portland. So for any of you that are in the local area and can make it over to Northwest Portland, we are going to meet in person, masked up, indoor, outdoor space, Freeland Spirits in Northwest Portland, starting at about 4 o'clock. Presented by Summit Bank. We're really grateful to Summit Bank for hosting the party afterward. Freeland makes incredible cocktails. I, for one, am ready for one. So that'll be awesome. Maria, I wish we could teleport you over to Portland from Ben so that you could join us for the party.
I do too. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Freeland Spirits. They do fantastic spirits, and they have a beautiful facility too. So if you haven't been over there, and if you have the opportunity to today, head over.
Woman owned and delicious. All right, Maria, it's up to you. Take it away.
Thanks. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. Perkins & Company has been a longtime partner of OEN and Oregon Angel Food, and it's an honor to be here to present this award. Our firm is the largest local accounting firm in Portland, and we have a deep food and beverage practice led by industry thought leaders. As Amanda mentioned, my name is Maria Pierman, and I head the Beer and Spirits division. We also have specializations in food and wine. So it's not just food and bev as one umbrella. We actually dig a little deeper into those categories as well. And we love it. Food and beverage manufacturers are woven into the fabric of the Oregon experience. We're lucky to live in a plentiful environment, plentiful in our natural resources, and also plentiful in entrepreneurial spirit and out-of-the-box thinking. Makers in this space are committed to their craft and interested in building a sustainable business for themselves and their community. And we believe that's where our values align with your values. Our firm has existed for 36 years and was sprouted from a spirit of doing better. We nurtured that through the years, and as we've matured, we retained that zest for chance, that willingness to ask what if, that satisfaction of seeing a dream come to fruition. So honoring entrepreneurs feels so natural because we're cut from the same cloth. So on behalf of Perkins & Company, it's my pleasure to announce the winner of the Oregon Angel Food Equity Investment. The winner is Face Rock Creamery.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Yeah, congratulations, Greg. You'll get an equity investment of $220,000 from the Oregon Angel Fund investors.
Wow. Thank you so much, Maria. I'm a little speechless. It's a great honor. I can't believe I'm a finalist, let alone the winner. This is tremendous for Face Rock. We are really in an exciting growth and scaling opportunity. This investment is going to help us buy more milk, hire some great folks to help make more cheese, and really just continue to build our brand footprint across the country. What's really exciting about what we do is really that we're doing all this growth and scaling in the town of Bandon, a town of about 3,000 people. We are seeing life and momentum from what we're bringing to the community. Businesses have popped up around us from what we've been able to create and grow. And I'm really excited to put this money to work and really, fulfill everything that we're trying to do. So thank you. It's a tremendous honor.
Congratulations, Greg. We're super excited for you. Not only is your cheese delicious, as I was saying before, but we're really, really excited that Face Rock Creamery has become such an economic growth engine on the South Coast and in and around Bandon. So the investors are super excited about the product, about the business, about your team, and about the potential. And they just are psyched. So congratulations to you. I do want to say to everyone out there, if you feel like you missed out on something and you want to be part of this investment, you can still join. So if you like what you heard from Face Rock Creamery, you can shoot Stu Yuguda a message in the chat right now, or you can follow up with us at info@oen.org afterward. And we can help get you the paperwork so that you can get involved and join the OregonAF investor pool. And we will do this again next year. So if you want to be part of the whole due diligence team and join the whole process next year and see how it works, we will gladly welcome you into the team next year. And hopefully our grand finale will be back live and in person with a live marketplace. I think we are all ready for that too. So that is a wrap, folks. I want to thank so much the whole team that helped put this event together. First and foremost, my colleague, Luis Balderas Villagrana. He's been amazing. I'm so thrilled to work with him. Our event producer, Anna Zamir, the whole team at Brand Live, amazing. You guys are a joy to work with and make things feel so easy. The videography crew, as Himalaya mentioned, Terrell Group, which is based in Eugene but does work all over the state. They are absolutely incredible and very polished and really seamless to work with. So we love Terrell Group. All of the sponsors and mentors, incredible volunteers like Stu and Martin and Deepthi, Bob Smith, who we refer to as Lofi's dad, who came up with Lofi and the whole look and feel of the program now, Shannon Hiller-Webb, many, many, many more. Thank you all for being a part of this community and for putting so much energy and support into local food and beverage makers. And most of all, thanks to the food and beverage makers yourselves. The world is so much more delicious because you're here, and we're really grateful to all of you. And we at OEN will do whatever we can to support you, so please feel free to ask. That's it, folks. I'll see you down at Freeland Spirits in about an hour, just shy of an hour. We're really grateful to Summit Bank for helping us pull off the after party, and let's go have a drink at Freeland.
Not all financial institutions have the flexibility to lend to a food business, but we're one that does. For us, taking that risk and working with you to get the capital you need is something we're good at. And it's how we're strengthening sustainable local food systems. Craft 3, delivering innovative, non-traditional financing, helping you reach new customers, and looking at your business beyond just the numbers. So join our cause and access the capital that you need.
Hi, I'm Rick Wright, CEO of Market of Choice, and I'm in our newly expanded distribution center here in Eugene. My family started this business over 42 years ago right here in Oregon. And through the years, you've seen us evolve in many ways, keeping our focus on quality, service, and choices. While the last 18 months have certainly been challenging, we are still dedicated to providing you food for the way you live. And our teams continue to source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support. And most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family. And it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices. And I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.
Not all financial institutions have the flexibility to lend to a food business, but we're one that does. For us, taking that risk and working with you to get the capital you need is something we're good at. And it's how we're strengthening sustainable local food systems. Craft 3, delivering innovative, non-traditional financing, helping you reach new customers, and looking at your business beyond just the numbers. So join our cause and access the capital that you need.
Hi, I'm Rick Wright, CEO of Market of Choice, and I'm in our newly expanded distribution center here in Eugene. My family started this business over 42 years ago right here in Oregon. And through the years, you've seen us evolve in many ways, keeping our focus on quality, service, and choices. While the last 18 months have certainly been challenging, we are still dedicated to providing you food for the way you live. And our teams continue to source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support. And most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family. And it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices. And I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.
Not all financial institutions have the flexibility to lend to a food business, but we're one that does. For us, taking that risk and working with you to get the capital you need is something we're good at. And it's how we're strengthening sustainable local food systems. Craft 3, delivering innovative, non-traditional financing, helping you reach new customers, and looking at your business beyond just the numbers. So join our cause and access the capital that you need.
Hi, I'm Rick Wright, CEO of Market of Choice, and I'm in our newly expanded distribution center here in Eugene. My family started this business over 42 years ago right here in Oregon. And through the years, you've seen us evolve in many ways, keeping our focus on quality, service, and choices. While the last 18 months have certainly been challenging, we are still dedicated to providing you food for the way you live. And our teams continue to source foods to fit healthy lifestyles, working with local family farmers, ranchers, and fisher folks. They love helping small businesses grow by providing invaluable business insight and support. And most importantly, space on our shelves to help them build their brand. My teammates, our customers, and our communities are all part of the Market of Choice family. And it's our responsibility to ensure they grow and continue to provide opportunities for success. I want to thank you for helping us do just that by making us one of your daily choices. And I look forward to seeing you at your local Market of Choice soon.